Ahoy hoy, I'm B-Side Berto, and welcome to another episode of Elk Boulder on Settlement Survival, a strategy city builder game by Gleamer Studio. These episodes of Elk Boulder are a series of screenshots of gameplay. Here's a quick look of the map we're playing on. You're in peaceful mode. It's a medium map with one lake and one river. We started trading with Rania last episode. It's going slow, but it's getting there. And we start off this episode with a caravan already in motion for some coal. Most of last episode we built in our second area, the industrial center, with moving the farms over and having a mine all the way in the corner by that mountain. The first thing I do in this episode after I unpause is to build 2 more farms in the new area. And these should be done by planting season in March. A Happy New Year event happens, and the choices of cakes and clothes, I choose clothes, and from it I get 300 gowns. The new farms are finishing up building. The first one I put for flax seeds, and the next one I put for rice. These farms are replacing the original standard farms from the first few episodes. I did get rid of most of the standard farms. I did keep one, and I put it on oats, just to have something different in the mix. Where the flaxseed standard farm used to be, above the storage yard, I have demolished that and put another orchard, again for coffee. First technology point happens for this episode, and I use it on sawmill. I put down the water sawmill right across from the dock, I have it set to planks, and I did add another storage yard in that area. I added a series of homes up and down the river. I also added an additional bridge from the orchard to the farmland, a merchant ship docks, and even though I could use some of this stuff, I choose to dismiss the merchant ship. I sent another trade caravan out, continuing with Rania, coffee and peas for some gears. And I did add another school in this area. I'm not too happy with how close these 2 schools are, but the river does separate them, so it will work out in the long run. Another technology point happens. Instead of using it on the Palace of Justice, I get the Research Institute to help increase the rate of technology point. And I'm building the Research Institute in the original town center by the elk statue. I built an additional pasture for turkey, and I only transferred 2 over to start it off. I try to build 2 pastures for each animal I have, so if an animal play comes and wipes one out, there will be another one still available. I sent another trade caravan out again to Rania, feathers and clay for a series of tools, both steel tools and iron tools. Tools haven't been an issue right now, but I'm just trying to stay ahead of it by getting some extra. With immigrants coming down the timeline, I'm continuing to build more homes in the original city center, but every time I build them, the local population keeps filling them up. So I'm kind of playing the chasing game. Traveling merchant rolls through, and I'm able to sell some stone off for almost 1,000 coins. Our third technology point of Elk Boulder in this episode, and I use it on the Palace of Justice. An event happens called New Discovery Researchers. I've had this one before, so I know if I pick this top one of experimental sites for research, I should get a technology point. And I do get that technology point, and I use it on knitting for the knitting workshops. I put the knitting workshop right above where I'm making linen and rough clothes. I set it to making rope, and once I reach the max limit, which should be 200, I'll switch them from making rope to straw shoes. Some of the gears we got through trade I put in the big well in the second industrial area, as well as the new water sawmill. Immigrants arrive and we accept all 15 of them, and by adding them, our population grows to over 250, which gets us a new administrator. And from more occupants in the homes to max thirst, I choose the max thirst. I wasn't able to build home fast enough, so I do have 11 homeless of the 15 that just arrived, and one of them did bring the plague with them. And the Palace of Justice is completed being built. Now I have edict points. It comes with 1,000 edict points. If you happen to go over that with the options that are given to you, you will pay out of your coins on a monthly level. I don't plan on going over, so I kind of pick and choose the cheap ones to begin with. The first 4 I can get with the 1,000 edicts that I do have are subsurface water supply, which increases the big well, extension in all directions, which helps movement speed on dirt and stone roads. All I have is dirt roads right now, and I will be making a few of them stone in the next few episodes. King of the Jungle, which increases the gatherer's hut and a hunter's hut, which for me is going to be big because my food is going iffy at the moment. And my 4th one is central heating, which expands the boiler room effect. I got up to 5 citizens that were affected with the plague, and a few of them did die from this. I sent another trade caravan out to Rania. This one's really on the cheap. I just got rid of some down jackets. Last episode, I transplanted a giant tree, and by doing that, it increases the growth rate of all the trees in your land. We also have found the second one all the way at the map's edge, and I was waiting to click on that to help recycle the 3-year benefit of transplanting them. And just as I was about to click this one, I found another one. So I clicked this one right here, transplanted it, and it's going to help me for another 3 more years, and I still have another giant tree after that. Another technology point, and I should be getting other stuff, but I choose it on the apiary because I enjoy my beehives. Another merchant ship docks, and I just get a cheap book, Sewing Techniques, for 500. I have reached the max output on rope, so I change production to straw shoes. I start to put down apiaries. The first one I have on beeswax. The second one I put in honey. My overall goal is to have a little series of apiaries in this whole field. And that's where I'm going to pause it and end this episode. We are in year 14, month 9, and we'll take a quick look around and see what we've done in this episode. First city center, I'm kind of called it the Old Town. I added a research institute, a palace of justice, a whole series of houses, and I've noticed that my graveyard's getting filled up, so I need to put another graveyard down or a crematorium in the next episode. I did get rid of most of my first standard farms. I do have one making oats right here. We added another pasture for turkey, and I want to add another pasture for geese. The one I put down, I don't like the location because I can put a mill there in the future, which will give a benefit to these pastures. So I'm going to move this one up, and hopefully that will be built and working next episode. In our second marketplace area, our industrial town, we've added more farms to our farmland, a sawmill, a series of storage yards, as well as a school, and I did put that sewing book in it. All of our original standard farms of peas, flax, and rice have now been moved over here with larger farms with 6 people working each one. I also have tomato, and again, I've kept that other farm for oats for a variety of different foods coming in. I did put down another orchard for coffee, as well as started an apiary area. We are still working on the first tier of Rania. This hopefully should be done next episode. I thought it'd be done this episode, but I've been very slow with it. We did get edicts, so we have more bonuses coming around. We're about to hit another technology point, so the first thing that episode we'll get that, and it either will be on reed or salt making. Salt making gets you salt works and a curing workshop. And here's a little visual of a graph in the past 5 years of my clothing. I was struggling for a while, and as I was getting better, we got to 300 gallons, and now I'm making straw shoes. So hopefully clothing will be getting better in the next few episodes. Thanks for watching episode 6 of Elk Boulder on Settlement Survival. Stay tuned for next episode where we get more pastures, and hopefully we'll get that first tier of trade with Rania and start establishing the dates. Take care and have a good one.